Today, I am going to give you the top 5 red flags in any relationship. Why red flags matter. Recognizing red flags early in relationships can help you protect your emotional well-being, set healthy relationship standards, build stronger, healthier connections, and know when it's time to walk away. Remember, recognizing red flags isn't about being paranoid. It's about being aware and prepared. Red flag number 1, poor communication. Communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When it breaks down, other problems follow. Warning signs: avoiding difficult conversations, stonewalling, like shutting down or giving the silent treatment, not listening to understand, only to respond, and constant miscommunication and misunderstandings. Real life example: my partner would always check their phone when I tried to talk about something important. When I brought it up, they'd say I was overreacting. Eventually, I realized I was walking on eggshells, afraid to bring up any concerns. What happened? Their partner dismissed legitimate concerns and made them feel invalidated, creating a pattern where important issues couldn't be addressed. How to address it? Set aside dedicated time to talk without distractions. Use I statements instead of accusatory you statements. Practice active listening. Repeat back what you heard. And if patterns don't improve, consider it a serious warning. Here are some self-reflection questions to consider. Do I feel heard and understood in my relationship? Can we discuss difficult topics without it turning into an argument? Does my partner make an effort to understand my perspective? Remember, in healthy relationships, both people feel safe expressing themselves. Red flag number 2, disrespecting boundaries. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define where you end and others begin. When someone consistently crosses them, it's a serious red flag. Here are some warning signs to watch out for. Pressuring you to do things you're not comfortable with. Showing up uninvited or checking your phone without permission. Making you feel guilty for saying no. And sharing private information about you with others. Real life example: my partner kept pressuring me to share my location with them 24/7. When I said I wasn't comfortable with that, they accused me of hiding something. Eventually, I gave in just to avoid the arguments, but it made me feel like I had no privacy. What happened? Their partner used guilt and accusations to override a reasonable boundary, creating an unhealthy dynamic where privacy was seen as suspicious. How to address it? Clearly communicate your boundaries. Use direct language. I'm not comfortable with that. Pay attention to how they respond to your boundaries. Remember, someone who respects you will respect your limits. Red flag number 3, inconsistency and broken trust. Trust is earned through consistent behavior. When someone's words and actions don't align, or they repeatedly break promises, it erodes the foundation of trust. Warning signs: frequently breaking promises or commitments, saying one thing but doing another, being unreliable or unpredictable in behavior, lying or hiding information, even about small things. Real life example: my partner would constantly make plans with me, then cancel at the last minute for vague reasons. When I'd check social media later, I'd see they were out with friends. When confronted, they'd have elaborate excuses that never quite added up. What happened? Their partner established a pattern of dishonesty and unreliability. making it impossible to build trust and leaving them constantly questioning what was real. How to address it. Have an honest conversation about the pattern you've noticed. Look for willingness to acknowledge and change behavior. Set clear expectations about honesty and reliability. Recognize when trust has been damaged beyond repair. Red flag number 4. Controlling behavior and jealousy. While a little jealousy can be normal, excessive jealousy and controlling behavior are serious warning signs that can escalate over time. Warning signs include excessive monitoring of your whereabouts, calls, or messages, isolating you from friends and family, getting angry when you spend time with others, and making decisions for you without your input. Every relationship requires some level of trust building, but don't let that turn into controlling. At first, I thought it was sweet that they wanted to know where I was all the time. Then they started getting upset if I didn't answer texts right away. Eventually, they wanted me to stop hanging out with certain friends because they were a bad influence. I realized I was becoming isolated from everyone except them. What happened is that their partner gradually increased controlling behaviors, disguising them as care and concern, while systematically isolating them from their support network. Red flag number 5. Lack of mutual respect and support. Respect and support are the cornerstones of healthy relationships. When these elements are missing, the relationship becomes unbalanced and often toxic. Warning signs: belittling your goals, interests, or achievements, making jokes at your expense, especially in public, dismissing your feelings or concerns as dramatic, consistently putting their needs above yours. Whenever I talked about my career goals, my partner would roll their eyes or change the subject. If I got excited about an achievement, they'd say things like, "It's not that big a deal," or "Anyone could do that." I started keeping my successes to myself and felt less confident about my abilities. What happened? Their partner consistently undermined their confidence and achievements, creating an environment where they couldn't share important parts of their life and began to doubt their own worth. How to address it? Communicate how specific behaviors make you feel. Look for willingness to acknowledge and change. Surround yourself with people who value you. Remember that you deserve respect and support. Conclusion: moving forward. The 5 red flags we've covered. 1. Poor communication, which is the foundation of any relationship. 2. Disrespecting boundaries. Your limits deserve respect. 3. Inconsistency and broken trust. Actions must match words. 4. Controlling behavior. Love doesn't control or possess. And 5. Lack of respect and support. You deserve to be valued. Remember, red flags are warnings, not necessarily relationship enders. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. You deserve a relationship that makes you feel safe and valued. And it's better to be single than in an unhealthy relationship. Resources for help. For immediate help, you can contact the National Dating Abuse Helpline at 1-866-331-9474. Or you can text Love Eyes to 22522. Visit loveisrespect.org for more information. For support and information, reach out to trusted friends and family, school counselors, or mental health professionals. What healthy relationships look like: mutual respect, open communication, trust and honesty, independence, support and encouragement, and healthy boundaries. You deserve a relationship that brings out the best in you. For this and other great tips, subscribe to my page, and visit brandonheld.com. Check out my podcast, Life is Crazy. Ready for the ride? Listen to Life is Crazy on YouTube, brandonheld.com, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Laugh, relate, be appalled, surprised, and navigate life's wild twists and turns with me.